So, very good morning to every one of you. Welcome you for this very special TV show. Myself, I am Professor Dr. Milind Pandey, Pro Vice Chancellor at MIT World Peace University under the leadership of Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat. Please welcome. Today we have with us Vishwadharmi revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat, the UNESCO Chair for Human Rights, Peace and Tolerance, a person who is promoting the culture of peace in the world, a person who dedicated his life for establishing the peace-loving holistic global society, a creator of the world's largest tomb in the name of famous saint philosopher Sri Jnaneshwara, Sri Tukaram Maharaj, and a superhero for him is none other than Swami Vivekananda. The very own purpose why he visited the Chicago, why he delivered a talk from the Fullerton Hall, the historic place where Swami Vivekananda spoke on 11 September 1893, and after 130 years again, he followed the footsteps of Swami Vivekananda, and it's a need of the hour that he should speak from the same hall, from the same place, giving a message of peace to the entire world. Welcome you, Honorable Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat. I would like to request you, you came all the way with the World Peace Delegation to visit Chicago and the historic place of Swami Vivekananda, his epoch-making historic speech which he delivered on 11 September 1893. So what was the purpose, why you came here, and what is the ultimate aim of your visit?
Thank you so much, Milind Pandey, and my very learned friend, Dr. Ravi Chetnis, who has been the Vice Chancellor of the World Peace University, Pune, India. Friends, it has been my good fortune that we have been on the journey and a path of trying to promote the culture of peace with an appropriate understanding of the role of science and religion oblique spirituality, which is to be properly understood. And the very essence and philosophy of these two words was given through his address by the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, on 11 September 1893. In this very place, which is quite well known because of that historic conference which was called as the First World Parliament of Religions, oblique spirituality, organized by the great people of America, and possibly that very word which he uttered that time, that my sisters and brothers of America and the world gathered for that conference, and the very first sentence which they uttered and he uttered that time and told the meaning and essence and philosophy again of the word religion. But before this, he made a mention and gave a clarion call to the entire human race, being represented by those delegates from so many countries world over. And he said, my friends, remember that union of science and religion oblique spirituality alone will help to bring harmony and peace to mankind. One scientific truth was narrated by the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, who was like a brother to us, and possibly I would humbly say that for the first time the world came to know that there is a country like the India, Bharat, and naturally the words of wisdom which he spoke that time were reverberating, and possibly even today I feel after 130 years of time that why I am coming here, only simply because the very words of wisdom spoken by that great noble son in that Parliament of Religions, Chicago, I think I felt like coming here and bowing down to that place, which is the Fullerton Hall in Chicago, where he had given the address. And I have come here to bow down to learn and understand the very words of wisdom which he spoke that time, and giving a wonderful message to realize, understand how to live and how not to live. And he said that time one word, friends, remember, religion is nothing but to perform your duty. The duty toward the mother, the father, the family, the society, the nation and the whole world. In India it is said to be world as one family. It is the human race that is for which we all live, and possibly that word still continues to give reverberations and the divine message for the well-being of the mankind. I think this has been the very essence and philosophy of that time. And friends, remember, being a teacher of engineering and particle physics or IT and computer, I do understand. I can only tell you, friends, this very delegation, a small delegation of 7 people hardly, myself as a professor of engineering and also the spiritual comfort of life. Sitting to my right is Ravi Chitnis and Milind Pandey, the Vice Chancellor, Honorable, and the Pro Vice Chancellor, and my Pathan, SN Pathan, Milind Patre, Thorve, and some others. A small group has taken a round, and we have just visited the Oxford University and the Cambridge, and having some small conference on this very subject, wherein I can only tell you, friends, education, education and education alone can help to bring some possible sense and the appreciation whether and what way we can promote the culture of peace is the main issue, friends. And as an engineer, as a man of particle physics, I do understand the essence and philosophy behind this. And this very hall where I feel still, yesterday I had visited that place, had a dialogue with some people, discussion, deliberation, I expressed my views too. Still today I feel that there are very divine vibrations prevailing in that hall, Fullerton Hall. And possibly on the background of today's world, you know, the chaos, confusion, bloodshed, massacre, terrorism and horrifying violence which is prevailing all over the world. I need not go to any political statement, but friends, remember, I appeal to you, I earnestly pray to you all, learned people, educated people, and people who can really make some change in the whole race of humanity, the pathway which we have taken. You know, friends, unfortunately, the religion is not the way in which we normally understand. But in the name of religion itself, the highest bloodshed and massacre has taken place in the world. Even though religion has a different connotation altogether, as I said to you, and religion, like whether it is the Hinduism or the Christianity or the Islam or the other religions, whatever you talk about, Buddhism and everything, remember, friends, they are, as I said to you, it forms ultimately the world as one family. We are on the system of mechanism of the body and the brain. On one side we have a body and the brain. On the other side we have the soul, spirit and the mind. So what is the chemistry of mind is the main question. What is the nature of the soul itself? And if you go on discussing on this aspect, friends, remember that spirituality plays a very important role along with engineering and the medical and every subject. And that aspect in our education system has been little neglected. Unfortunately, the Vice Chancellor, the Chancellor, the professors, the teachers, men of religion, men of philosophy, but men of Google, Facebook, IT, computer, in the whole system of education, with the greatest universities like Oxford, Cambridge, MIT, Boston, Stanford, or even the World Peace University of Pune, and many other top universities of Japan or China. Possibly we have been missing this component, and hence our institution the World Peace University, known in the name of philosopher Saint Naneshwara to Dr. Albert Einstein. And this comparison was never made before. But I don't claim that I am the doer, I am the maker. On this background, we have been fortunate enough to build one of the, not the biggest dome it is, but in the known human history, for the first time, a new monumental creation has come up in India, in Maharashtra, near Pune, which conveys the message of all the religions in the world, all the scientists, philosophers, and the meaning and essence and philosophy which has been taught to the people has been so vividly narrated. And this dome, which is a concept and the message being given to the whole world, that how and what way to live and what way to not to live. But one sentence I will utter to you, friends, again, that basically, again, I repeat, for the first time, this monumental creation has become a scientific or spiritually oriented scientific laboratory. If you see and visit this, possibly it will convey that message to you and possibly really bring a meaning, a real essence and philosophy again for the education system which is being followed all over the world. And I sincerely feel that we have got to really understand what is meant by value-based universal education system. When I say universal, somebody may say, how can you dare to say universal? But every country has a history, geography, philosophy, culture, traditions, and the background on which that country prevails and believes possibly in some religion or the other. But the time-tested values of life are common. This is our understanding, and possibly whether we could convey this message on the background or the prevailing background. You know what is happening world over. It's horrifying situation. So to my friends, I think this has been one possible mission to bring peace and harmony to the mankind and save the earth or the mother earth from the impending danger hereafter. I am not the person who can forecast or give some important message about the future, but I have a sincere feeling that the world may not, on the background of this whole horrifying biological weapons and chemical weapons, you know the triggering power is it can ruin this Mother Earth 1,000 times. And if wrongly used, what will happen? So possibly, friends, I appeal to you, I request to you that please try to be a humble servant of humanity and not only trying to think as a master and a superpower or something of that time which will lead our whole globe in a wrong direction. And to save the whole humanity from this horrifying danger, I think we have been trying to champion this cause of peace and harmony to the entire mankind. Thank you so much. I am grateful to you. And the people who have gathered here for this unique place of Chicago, just to remind ourselves of the words of wisdom spoken by the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, while addressing the Parliament of Religions that time, 130 years back. And it reminds all of us on the background of the chaos, confusion, bloodshed, massacre and terrorism which is going on, the words which have been uttered from Atharva Veda of India is called as a fellowship. It says, friends, we are the birds of the same nest. We may wear different skins. We may speak different tongues. We may believe in different religions. We may belong to different cultures. But yet we share the same home, the Mother Earth. Born on the same planet, covered by the same skies, gazing at the same stars, breathing the same air. We must learn to progress together or miserably perish together. For a person can live individually but can only survive collectively. That is the destiny of the human race. Thank you so much.
Thank you
friend.
so much. Wow, big clap.